Welcome in the last lecture on beta function. We are supposed to prove this. We are supposed to prove this statement. Okay. Now I'm just beginning with the left hand side here. I is equal to this. आतापर्यंतच्या एक्झाम्पल्समध्ये तुमच्या असं लक्षात आलं असेल, वी आर डिलिंग विथ द युजुअल डेफिनेशन ऑफ बीटा फंक्शन अँड सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ द बीटा फंक्शन. Now what type of this problem is, whether it belongs to the usual definition or a second form. So I just like to reduce this problem into usual definition of the beta function. Okay, and for that my substitution is fixed, that is put x minus a is equal to b minus a into t. So a and b can be any number, 1, 2, 3, 7, like that. Whatever you want, you can select any number like this and you get the different problems. Okay, so if this, then dx is equal to b minus a into dt. So when I substitute this in the limit part, x t, x is lower limit is a, upper limit is b. When I substitute x as a minus a becomes 0. Okay, so 0 upon b minus a gives me 0. Fine. When I substitute upper limit, I am getting here b minus a is equal to b minus a into t. B minus a get cancelled. I am getting t as 1. Okay. Second part is, here I am substituting for x minus a. What can be the substitution for b minus x? That need to be derived. So b minus x will be, okay, from here we can write x is equal to b minus a into t plus a. Okay. So here b minus a into t plus a. Fine. After making a simplification over here, we get this as b minus a into 1 minus t. You can make a simplification, take a minus and inside of the bracket you will get this one. Okay, so hence my integral I becomes integration from 0 to 1, x minus a is replaced by b minus a into t raised to m, whereas b minus x is replaced by b minus a into 1 minus t raised to n, and dx is replaced by b minus a into dt. Okay, now simplify them. Here I am getting integration from 0 to 1, b minus a raised to m, t raised to m, b minus a raised to n, 1 minus t raised to n into b minus a dt. So b minus a raised to m, b minus a raised to n, and b minus a raised to 1. The base is same, addition of the powers, and same term I would like to keep it outside of the bracket, m plus n plus 1. Integration from 0 to 1, t raised to m into 1 minus t raised to n dt. So one can write this as b minus a raised to m plus n plus 1 into beta of m plus 1 comma n plus 1. Hence we get the result. Yes, some of you may be confused how I am getting this, since the value of beta of mn is integration from 0 to 1, it is x raised to m minus 1, 1 minus x raised to n minus 1 dx. M minus 1 is replaced by m and n minus 1 is replaced by n. Hence this minus 1 is to be adjusted, and that is adjusted with the m plus 1 and the here n plus 1. Okay, so I just give you one example on this particular topic as a homework. You can try for this one. Evaluate integration from 3 to 7 fourth root of x minus 3 into 7 minus x dx. Now can you tell me what would be the substitution from this? Your substitution is x minus a is equal to b minus a into t. Okay, what is a here? Compare with this. A is 3 and b is 7. Okay, so substitute that here, we'll get the substitution for this example. So this way you can solve problems on this. I hope this hint is enough for you. Now I'll move to the next question, which was asked in the university examination, which is a miscellaneous kind of example. Prove that gamma of 3 by 2 minus x into gamma of 3 by 2 plus x is equal to 1 by 4 minus x square into pi into sec of pi x. Okay, in this example it is not necessary to write or use the definition of beta or gamma function. Only thing is use the properties of beta and gamma functions and derive this one. Okay, So the first property is, we know gamma of n is n minus 1 into gamma of n minus 1. So applying this property to the LHS is 3 by 2 minus x into gamma of 3 by 2 plus x. So this is my x. So 3 by 2 minus x minus 1 means what? This is 3 by 2 minus 1 minus x. What is 3 by 2 minus 1? That is 1 by 2 minus x. Similarly for this, 3 by 2 plus x minus 1. What I am getting there? 3 by 2 minus 1 plus x, that is 1 by 2 plus x. So hence for this particular term with this property I am getting 1 by 2 minus x into gamma of 1 by 2 minus x, and for this one I am getting 1 by 2 plus x into gamma of 1 by 2 plus x. Now see, for this bracket, this is a minus b, a plus b, hence I am getting a square minus b square. So 1 by 2 square minus x square into gamma of 1 by 2 minus x into gamma of 1 by 2 plus x. Now another property is gamma of p into gamma of 1 minus p is equal to pi upon sin p pi. Okay. Now you just look at here. Can you observe the term like gamma of p and gamma of 1 minus p? Means can I express these terms as p and 1 minus p? See, if I am taking p as a 1 by 2 plus x, then what is 1 minus 1 by 2 plus x? This is 1 minus 1 by 2 minus x. What is 1 minus 1 by 2? 1 by 2 minus x. Okay. So hence this term is gamma of 1 minus 2 and this term is my gamma of p. Okay, I will rearrange the terms. This is 1 by 4 minus x square into gamma of 1 by 2 plus x into gamma of 1 by 2 minus x. So this is gamma of p, this is gamma of 1 minus p. Hence one can write this as 1 by 4 minus x square is equal into pi upon sine of p. P is what? 1 by 2 plus x into pi. Okay. Next, which is nothing but, okay, we would like to simplify this further. Sine of 1 by 2 plus x into pi is nothing but sine of pi by 2 plus pi into x. This is sine a plus b. What is sine a plus b? Sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. But cos pi by 2 is 0, so this entire term is going to be a 0. Leave it. Now what is sine pi by 2? Sine pi by 2 is 1. 1 into cos pi x, cos pi x. So we get 1 by 4 minus x square into pi divided by cos pi x. Okay. What is 1 upon cos pi x? Yes? Correct. It is sec of pi x. Now see, am I getting my required answer? Yes, we are getting this. I would like to give you one more question as a homework. Prove that beta of m comma m is equal to beta of m plus 1 by 2 in comma m plus 1 by 2 is pi upon m into 2 raised to 1 minus 4m. Okay. So you begin with the LHS. Use the relationship beta and gamma function and express this beta function in terms of gamma. Okay. And after expressing them into a gamma function, first you simplify the terms and then apply duplication formula, and then further you can simplify your answer. I hope you remember the duplication formula of the beta function. Do you remember the duplication formula of the beta function? Yes? Okay. I'll just list it. The duplication formula is 2 raised to 2m minus 1 into gamma of m into gamma of m plus 1 by 2 is equal to square root pi into gamma 2m. Okay, yes, it is correct. So use this duplication formula afterward, you will get your required answer. Okay. Well, friends, I have discussed few examples based on the beta functions of different varieties, different substitution based problems, and some miscellaneous examples which were expected in the university examination. So I hope you were able to very easiest way, and you will the practice makes the man perfect. So with this, I suggest you to perform or to do the practice based on the beta function chapter and try to achieve full marks from here. Thank you.